Hi, I'm Simon from Sailing Britican, and here we're in our flat back in the UK in Gosport. My father passed away and we had this flat for him, and we're back here just sorting some stuff out. We took a day off to go around the historic dockyard in Portsmouth. So there we've got the two new aircraft carriers that the UK have, Prince of Wales and the Queen Elizabeth, and just beyond that is the historic dockyard. I went to see three of my favourite ships. I don't just love small sailboats, I love all sorts of ships. Let me introduce you to them. Hi, so here we are at Portsmouth Historic Docks, and this is HMS Warrior. She was built in 1860 and she was the first all-iron sail warship ever built. The other ones before were ironclad, where they put iron on the outside of the wooden hulls, but this one is all purpose built, and the first, and at the time she was the most powerful and the fastest warship in the world.
So that's how thick it is?
Yeah, 4.5 inches. And then they had this and this wood, which is like 19 inches, and they did beams that way and then beams that way. And then more metal on the outside to protect them.
It's incredible.
She was doing some speed trials in the Mediterranean, and she got up to 18 or 17.5 knots, which was tremendous speed. Like the wooden ships of the day, like the HMS Victory, where we're going to go on a bit, that was good. Fastest speed that ever got was 11 knots. So she was a very fast ship for her day.
And that was with sails and steam?
That was sails and steam, yes. And flat out, she would go through 860 tons of fuel, coal, in 3 days. So she wasn't very efficient. There was an interesting thing about the propeller. It's a big 3-bladed propeller, and they could take it up into the ship a little bit of the way, which would reduce drag. But it would take 400 men half a day to do it. That's not very efficient in those days, but they had lots of manpower on deck. So it was 740 people, sailors and stokers and engineers that were on this ship. On here, she had many cannons. They had the most powerful cannons on any warship. They could fire a cannonball 2.5 miles, where other ships could only fire a mile. And they were 32 pounds, where these were 118 pounds. Now here's the Mary Rose. She was launched in 1511 and sank in 1545 after 3 wars against Scotland, France and Brittany. And she was overloaded and she turned sharply and she just went over. And then she was found in 1971 and raised in 1982. And now we go to HMS Victory, and she is still a commissioned ship. She is the oldest naval ship in the world. So here we're on HMS Victory, which was the flagship of Nelson's fleet when they fought the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805, when they had victory over the Spanish and the French fleet. Just back over there is where he actually got hit with a bullet from a French musket fired from Redoutable, and it went through his left shoulder and got him on the spine. They took him downstairs where he later died, but he covered his face so not to let worry his crew that he was injured. And at the moment it's getting repaired. Just found out that she last floated over 100 years ago, and they brought her into number 2 dock, and this is one of the oldest dry docks in the world, and this is number 2. And it was in a cradle, but it was making it get warped, and they reckon it was going to open up, so they've changed everything in the last little while. In the last couple of years they've changed it and put these poles in now, and it looks really good. And during the Second World War...
What do you mean it looks really good? It's under scaffolding.
Oh no, it looks really good underneath there.
Oh.
It's fantastic. And the rudder is actually the original rudder that they used, and it was almost shot off. The wheel was shot off, and they had to put these ropes down here to make us be able to steer. And it took 6 days to move 35 miles back to Gibraltar after the battle, because all the masts were just shot away, and she only just made it. So really interesting. It's a great place to come and visit. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, please subscribe, and you'll see lots more information about sailing and boats. Penises.
Oh great, it does. It does. This is what Mom's talking about. Right there.
Oh, did I say
No. You're doing good. We can't. I can't stand it.
the big tall guy
He had in his head.
in the blue flowered shirt.
Yeah.
I heard boom.
I know, it's really, really. I mean, I'm standing up straight and I would run into this.
And